Hey everyone, it's Victor here, and today I'm going to be attempting to make a Halloween look entirely using the new Revolution SFX metallic face paint palette. This is the most beauty blogger thing I've ever done in my life. As you can see, I stumbled a bit while reading out the palette, so we're going to work on that. I've had this palette for a little while now. I saw it when I was shopping and I couldn't resist because it's got spiders on it and gothic roses and stuff, and I was like, that looks like something that's been marketed for me. So I bought it. It's only £6, I seem to recall, so not very much at all. Revolution are always very decent value, actually, because the makeup I've used from them in the past is really good quality. But anyway, so I have actually looked at it outside the box, but I'm going to show it to you guys as if I've never opened it before. Oh, wow, no, I'm not going to pretend to do that because that's the most fake thing in the world. So here it is. It's kind of a shiny box. Some metallic writing on it. You can't see it because, oh, you can see Osmo reflected there. Amazing. And inside, these are the colors. So they're all like metallic and shiny. They're actually a decent selection of colors because I was not expecting when I first saw it. What was that? Something just flew across my room. I'm going to die. Can I die quickly and without pain? Thank you, whatever demon's in here. What was I saying? Yes, when I initially picked it up in the shop, I wasn't expecting to have this kind of choice of palettes. Palettes? Colors. Oh my god. When I picked it up in the shop initially, I didn't think it was going to have this much choice in colors. I don't know why. When I look at most palettes on the shelves, most of them are just like brown. And guess what? A slightly different shade of brown. See what we did there? Anyway, but I suppose because this is a Halloween SFX palette, they are going to go a bit more crazy. So I appreciate that they're doing that. And obviously they're all shiny and kind of glittery, so that makes them even better. I don't really have a very fixed idea of what kind of look I'm going to do, but I have challenged myself with the idea of using every single color in this palette. Every single one in the look I'm going to do today, which, you know, could look a mess, but that would be fun to watch, right? I had a bit of inspiration though. Before I switched on the camera, literally 5 minutes before, I thought, well, what uses a lot of color and looks a bit mad, but kind of works? Oil paintings, impressionist oil paintings. So I thought I'd do a kind of haunted oil painting look. Yes, I know what you're thinking, probably kind of picture of Dorian Gray-esque. Can you blame me? And I think I'll be doing it on this side. So I'm gonna do a kind of half look. So one side will be painted, one side will be normal. You get me. And obviously I'm gonna do it on this side where my very strange multicolored, what is this color hair, decided that is on. So let's go for it. Let's just see what happens. I'm yet to actually remove the film off the top of this. I don't even know if I can. Where's the edge? Oh. Dug my nail into the white one and I've ruined it. I've soiled it. Soiled it! Right, we're actually gonna see if I'm gonna swatch them on my hand first. I know, it's so beauty blogger. I'm like having a field day right now. Let's get some on a brush and then put it on my hand and see how well it adheres to flesh. Okay. Can you see that? Let's see if we can build it up a bit. Yeah. Metallic-y, quite nice. Now, I'm not going to sit here swatching all the colors because that would take forever. I am just going to go ahead and put them on my face and decide what color I'm going to go with. Should probably go for a light-ish one so I can work over it because, well, I don't know how well they're going to mix together. But this is all part of why I'm making this video. It's all part of you laughing at me. Let's go for blue. Considering my hair is blue, that might be a nice place to start. Now, because it's impressionistic and an oil painting, I have to make sure that we can see the brush strokes. So it's not going to be about blending at all. So I'm going to see what this is like on the eye. Ooh, ooh. So it's almost as if I am an impressionist painter, just going for this. So there we are at the moment. That's what my eye looks like so far. That's kind of what I'm going for. Some coming down from my hair would look quite good, because then that looks like my hair is part of the painting. Okay. Now I think next with the blue, I'm going to add the green. This green's very interesting. It's a kind of browny green, which is quite spooky. I feel like this would be a good green if you want to look like you had mold on your face, or gangrene, if that's your go-to look of the day. Actually, it kind of looks like I've got scales. This would be really good if you were doing mermaid scales or fish scales. I'm hoping this actually ends up looking scary. It might just end up looking quite nice, so I'm gonna have to somehow make it scary. I'll put fangs in or something, I don't know. If it doesn't look scary at the end of the day, I will just have to make it scary by being me and being creepy or something. I think next I'm gonna go with this gold, because it's kind of calling to me. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. There's no particular rhyme or reason to where I'm placing the color. I'm just going for it, really. Add the gold in droplets now, almost as if it was melting. I think the green definitely does look gangrenous, so that's good or bad. This is meant to be a spooky look, so I'm gonna go with that's good on this occasion. It may be that I've made a few mistakes, filling in that entire space on my forehead and not leaving room for the other colours, because I have a lot of colours to go through. So, the major one I still have to do and put somewhere is pink. And I'm not sure where that's gonna go, but I'm gonna put it on my brush right now, and we're gonna just roll with it, guys. Now I've got this yellow. This yellow here, which I'm unsure is going to show up on my skin tone. Where can yellow go? Here. Oh, unsure it was going to show up. That was wrong. Yeah, let's use it to kind of highlight some areas. I feel like it'll only really look spooky once I start adding the really dark colors, because then I can contour this whole shape and give myself a sunken cheek and things like that. In fact, no, I'm not going to do that now, because as soon as I add the darker colors, it'll be very hard to put color on top of that. So I'm going to do the color first. And I think I actually really like the way the yellow is halving my face. So I think I'm going to do a yellow line as the kind of halfway point. Now I'm going to use the even darker gold. It's more like a brown, actually, here. Now, I think I'm going to use this color here, which is kind of an indescribable color, really. It's pink-ish, and also brownish. I'm not really sure what to describe it as. But I'm just going to use that to fill in some areas. It's certainly very impressionistic. I'm enjoying this though. It's actually very therapeutic. I think next I'm going to go for this. You can't actually see that. That wasn't in shot there. This kind of grey. I'm going to start to kind of contour more. Oh, that's darker than I was expecting. Contour more with these. It's very hard for them not to blend together. I'm trying to make sure you can still see the brush strokes, but I'm having to develop a new technique which is actually more like stabbing myself like that with the brush, because I realize that if it applies too smoothly, we're not getting that impressionist look. Now, I think we have a distinct lack of green in the lower portion of my face, so I think I'm going to add a little bit of that. Very interesting, very interesting. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Now I realize something. We haven't used the red yet. Now that's going to be quite a risky color to use because it's quite different from the rest of them. I know that they're all kind of different colors, but I feel like red will somehow jar with it all quite a bit, so we should use this wisely. I'm looking in the mirror over there because I'm trying to decide where to put the red. Maybe dripping from my mouth and my eye? May as well try. That rhymed. I'm actually loving the way this red is standing out, so you can see the brush strokes much clearer. And actually, I think I'm going to add this to my whole eye. This is where it starts to get spooky. Now we're starting to look like a haunted painting. Okay, right. Good. I'm glad this is kind of working out. Now, the remaining colors are silver, white, and black. And I think I'm going to go for the black. I'm afraid, but this is the point where I'm actually going to contour a bit more now, and I'm going to use a bit of a thicker brush. Now, as you can see, after I've contoured, some of the colors have gone a bit messy and muddy. So I'm going to try and apply them again over the top to give them a bit more presence, because they have kind of been blurred away. So I'm gonna go do that. I think applying the yellow over the whole look is actually quite good, because it does stand out a lot, and it gives it that brush stroke that we're trying to go for, that kind of look of it being a painting. So I think I'm going to do that. But we haven't used the silver or the white yet. So we can use the silver and the white to add very extreme highlights. I'll use the white first. White is very powerful because it just adds that kind of brightness to it. Loving how chaotically messy this looks. We are using every colour on a palette. It was going to look muddy and messy, but I think we're doing quite well, actually. Now finally the silver. I'm not even sure where to put this. I really am not sure. I feel like the white's done enough as it is. I guess we can just go for highlights again. I kind of think that's it done. I have used every single colour, as you can see. Every single colour here. I feel like, much like oil paintings and paintings in general, you can overwork them. I definitely think this is overworked, but we are meant to be a haunted painting, and haunted paintings aren't really meant to be nice to look at, are they? I think that's kind of what I was going for. I was hoping that it would look a little bit more good, but I'm not good at makeup, so what should I expect, really? But no, I think it's a look. That little bit of gold is annoying me. I might actually go over the top of that in some blue. I certainly would be scared if I saw this in a frame, in a hallway somewhere, in a scary manor house. So I think I've succeeded. And I have to say, to work with, these are actually really, really nice. I'm actually really surprised how nice they are. And as you can see, the colours do come across quite significantly. They are quite pigmented. And I've used quite a lot, unfortunately. They don't give you much. Like the pink especially, you can actually see the bottom of the case. So yeah, I might use it up quite quickly. But I'd love to do more looks with this. Not with all the colours again, because this was just a kind of kitschy idea that only I would do. But for a bit of fun, I will do some spooky, glamoury shots for you. So enjoy those. It's been a while since I've done a kind of body paint look. I think that's partly because my skin's been quite bad and I haven't wanted to aggravate it more by putting a lot of body paint over the top of it. So I am definitely rusty when it comes to coming up with looks that work well together, with all the kind of colors and, you know, using a massive amount of makeup instead of just your eye and your lips. So I want to practice a bit more, but honestly, I will practice with this because it's great and I love shiny things, so it's convinced me. But anyway, for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.